Welcome back. We got another episode of Bet the House podcast. If you haven't already subscribed, take a little time to subscribe at the bottom of this video. Miss Shantae, myself. Tonight, got a special guest. We got Miss GMC's own GCM. Correction. GCM. The one and only Miss K Bae, aka the nicest asshole you'll ever meet. Introduce yourself and tell us about your platform, Miss Lady.
What's going on, everybody? This is Not Your Ever CEO, K Bae, representing Grind City Studios and Grind City TV. Wow, where do I begin? Let's keep it simple. I am CEO, female owned and operated out of Grind City, PA, aka Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and we run our own Roku channel for independent artists and independent content creators and small businesses to have a platform just as big as we all would like to make it. So, just giving all of us an opportunity to be in an arena where we can compete with these bigger names and just dream big. I dream big as hell,
You're supposed to.
Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So, I guess the first question is, what exactly made you want to get into the media entertainment form?
I'm an artist. I'm an independent artist. I've been, I used to, rap. I started out a DJ back in the day. I used to DJ and I used to play all underground music. So they would kick me out the clubs because then nobody wanted to hear Mobb Deep back then in the clubs. So they didn't want to hear that. So I started making beats and didn't nobody want to hear my beats because they were whack and they still are, but I still would talk stuff on them. And I decided that I'm a rap. I could rap. When I'm rapping, I'm in this cesspool with all these other people who do the same thing, right? And I'm looking around and I'm going, wow, we all need one thing, media. Where's our media, right? So I'm looking around going, what can I do to improve upon what I'm looking at, right? Because we can all jump in the rap pool and try to be the best rapper, but you can also jump in there and go, what else can I do? And I feel like, rappers need fans. You have to be a fan of this industry first. You have to be a fan of music. You have to be a fan first, in my opinion. So I became a fan of the independent art in my area. And so I began to build. Grind City is my second company. My first company is JPB Inc. And I had a TV network with them. And I would do a lot of running around and hitting everybody's shows and all that good stuff. You see me trying to cover up the plug, right? I'm trying to do the dance. I can't stand. There's a plug right there, and it just drives me crazy. I'm retarded. Don't pay me no mind. I'm crazy. Don't pay me no mind. But I keep moving. So if y'all see me jockeying, I'm dancing with the plug. But yeah, just the love, really just the love for everyone's potential, who decides to pick up this tool called a microphone. We need to have the correct outlet for us.
Yeah, I think that's key to know what you want to do and then go out and do it.
I never know what the hell I want to do, bro. I make it up as I go, family.
So, how did you get a foot in the door per se? What made you feel like nothing was gonna stop your grind? Like you didn't,
because everybody tries to stop it. I don't have a foot in the door. I kicked the motherfucker in. Matter of fact, can I curse? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
what kind of language? Okay.
Do your thing.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I got a foul ass mouth. And I ain't had no sleep, man. So I've been up for like 4 days. But really, I didn't kick a door in, or really, honestly, I built one. I built a door. I built it because, everyone kept telling me what I could not do. I've been in this business for 26 years, and it's been a steep hill. My hill's been like this the entire time. For everyone telling me what I cannot do. You can't do this. You can't rap. You can't. Your beats is everything's. You can't. You're whack. You're this. You're that. You're this and that. that. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm putting you on stage and I'm putting you on TV. So,
Exactly.
you know, and I've been doing that for a long time, from public access TV to I have a studio here. I got my music studio over there and my TV studio over there, so that we can have, you know, I believe in being self-sufficient, so I don't have to depend on other people to get what I want accomplished. And the only way you can do that is to be as self-sufficient as you can. So I began to learn not only making beats, but you know, I used to throw shows and I'll put my commercials on BET, and I'm telling the guy, hey, yo, I do a show every month and I'm getting my commercial back 2 days before the show. Okay, well, then I need to learn what it is that I'm asking you to do to see if it's that difficult. So I learned how to do video. And then when I discovered, yes, this is a lot. It's tedious to edit video. And yeah, I see why people charge for it, but now I know how to do it. I'm gonna make sure my commercials get there on time. So just constantly learning how to keep my gears going and what I needed to do in order to accomplish what I wanted to do. And that's to showcase artists along with myself and my companies.
Well, I think when I look at people like you actually inspire me to, because I also go that route.
Oh, yeah, I'm inspired, brother.
I also no, I'm serious. I also go that route where people tell me everything that I couldn't do. And she's been here for me through all of that. When everybody's like, nah, you can't do that. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't say that. Like, my show is the way that it is because I'm going to say what I feel. I'm going to speak my mind, and nobody's going to tell me differently. Yeah. And that's what I always try to tell people. Hey, you have to do what makes you happy. Yeah. You can't, I mean, people are going to have their opinion. They're going to have their input.
Well, you know what opinions are. They're like assholes. Everyone has them. Yeah. Some people wipe theirs and some people walk around itchy. It's up to them. I use baby wipes, so, you know, keep my bum nice and soft. But isn't that a blessing to have a teammate? You know, I finally have a teammate now. Me and my wife been together for 6 years. Again, I've been in this 26 years. So thank you. So I finally have a teammate. But the first, 20 years, 20 years, it was me and I'm raising my son. And it was not easy. And so it is so beautiful to have at least one. All you need is one person that they don't even got to understand your vision. They don't even got to see it. All they have to do is say, I believe in you enough to do and help you do what it is that you're doing. So it's so beautiful. I commend you for being next to him because he probably get on your nerves. He looked like the type to get on your nerves. Do he get on your nerves? Yeah. Sorry. Us glasses people get on people's nerves. That's what we do. We're nerds. Nerds get on your nerves.
So tell me a little bit more about your network.
Oh, wow. Okay. So Grind City TV network is it's so beautiful. It's it's beautiful because I've come such a long way with television, right? I started out at the public access channels here in Pittsburgh, and my whole goal was to put people on TV, but to put them on TV to a point where we could bridge some gaps. Because when you say hip hop, people automatically think they know what you're talking about. And most of the time it's not positive. So what I wanted to do was build a TV show where artists had to challenge themselves not to curse, so that the elders could watch and the babies could watch and everybody in between. And that's what I did. So I did that for about 7 years, ended up doing 3 different TV shows there. But what I realized with everything, there is politics. And I can't stand fucking politics. I can't stand them. So what I decided to do was, throw shows, put people on stage. And I'm very anal about things. I'm very anal about time. I'm very anal about things starting and ending on time. I'm very anal about contracts. I'm anal about different things to set standards for us. We can rise to the occasion if we're pushed in the right direction. So when it came down to building something else, because I was running out of stuff to build, like, okay, what else can you do? I'm not rich. I started to say, what else can I do with artists who are not in my area, because I don't get a lot of love in this area. They know exactly who the hell I am. I'm dealing with them all, but they don't love the fact that this woman that they can't put on their back and they can't control and they can't use as a puppet because, oh, you're a strong speaker now. If you just say what we want you to say, that's never going to happen, bruh. So kick rocks. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to
Facts.
happen. So when you start getting in those areas, you have absolutely no choice but to become a boss. You have absolutely no choice but to become a boss.
Absolutely.
Because you can't be an employee. You can't be a worker. You can't, because you will not fall in within. I'm not jumping in your box, homie. I'm fat. I won't fit. You know what I'm saying? And you're not squeezing my fat. The shit hurts, right? So I'm not jumping in your box. So I have to become something bigger than I ever thought that I would be. And it's not often that I call myself a boss. I'm just sleepy today, so I ain't even being polite. Fuck, I'm a boss, dude. I'm a boss. Anywho, so I'm a Gemini, y'all. So you're starting to understand this. I'm a Gemini, so you come with me now. But yeah, so when I got to my building, because I did all of what I was doing, music, TV shows and stuff, I was doing a lot of it out of my crib for the first 21 years, right? So 20 years. So when I got my building, I've been in this building 6 years. Right before I met my wife, I got my building and I started to build this. It's like having your basement upstairs and not breaking down your toys, right? You get to just leave them up. You don't got to take the green screen down. It's painted on the wall, that type of stuff. When I started to get that, I realized that this could be something that can benefit a lot more people other than the people in this hating ass town that I live in. How can I do that? How can I expand my reach? Well, I have to expand my base. Well, how can I do that? I need a bigger platform. I got to spend some money. What platform can I use? Let's see. Facebook ain't going to do it. Instagram live stream sucks. No, we need something bigger. I need something bigger. You either going to Fire Stick, Apple TV, or Roku. Well, the number one streaming platform in the world is Roku. People think it's Amazon, but it's not. It's Roku. It's huge. So why not go for the big fish, right? And then the whole mindset behind, I don't know if you watched the video the other day, but the whole mindset behind Grind City TV Network is to be able to build an excitement in people. I want people to be excited to be a part of this network. I'm on TV. That used to be a huge thing back in the day when I was on TV. Now it's like, anybody can get on TV, yes, but anybody can't get on Grind City TV.
Facts.
Right? Because there's a certain way. If you watch my page, if you watch what I do, I push my shit. You can mess up if you want to. I will take you off my schedule and change the commercial just like that and start all over again. It's tedious, it's painstaking, but this is how I like to push my network. So if you're not going to push my network that way, then get the hell on. So I'm very anal when it comes to this network and the capabilities of it, because we have the potential to build the next BET, to build the next MTV for independent content, for independent artists, and keep it there. See, I never chased the industry. If I wanted the industry, I could go get it. I got this damn building. Like, people don't understand that. When you really want to do something, you can go do it. Well, you should be interviewing Jay-Z. If I wanted to interview Jay-Z, trust me, I am that damn determined. I would have did it, but I'd rather interview you because your story matches my story, and people need to know that story. They don't know all the stories with Jay-Z. We know the drug stories. We know that I'm from the hood stories. We know those stories, and then we know I'm rich stories. Everything else we learn from Dame Dads through bitterness. Everything else you learn through bitterness about these rich guys. I don't want to teach it like that. I want people to see this grind. That's what it's called, Grind City. I want you to see it, understand it, feel it, believe it in your soul. And if you do it and you love what you do, I'm going to put you on. I believe in you. I'm going to put you on. So that's what the network is about.
So, I mean, I just dig your story, man. I dig your story. When you,
I know that's right. I want to dance with you.
When you sent me your bio, I was like, yo, her story is super dope because I can relate to it. Again, my grind is impeccable. Like, I don't sleep. I work overnights. I'm recording all day.
Me too.
7 days a week. I'm a father. I got 9 kids running around. I'm a husband.
Bruh, it's called duct tape and garbage bags, bruh. Jump in one and duct tape your shit in there, brother. But listen, you got a squad now. Everybody should learn something. You should be like Joe Jackson on the mug. Hey, you learn camera. You learn. Hey, I wish my son was like, man, I ain't doing none of that, mom. You on your own. Yeah, I could 9. Woo, I salute you, bro. Woo.
But the grind is, if you don't have a passion for your grind, then you shouldn't do it.
Absolutely.
That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? So I passion myself, and I'm telling you, she the only one that really understands it, because when I can't get nobody else, it's her. You know, so this is why my goals is to make it. This is why my goals is to
what is to make it mean to you?
To me,
I hear that a lot. What does that mean to you?
My goal is not to be, like you said, I don't fit in other people's boxes.
Yeah.
I have a vision, I have a game plan, I have the mindset to do things my way. Like, you know, I hear so much watered down things in music, TV, movies, podcasting. It's so, and I just want to be me. I just want to be able to be where I'm big on generational wealth. So I just want to be somewhere where I'm comfortable, because I did things how I felt inside. I did things not just the right way, but my way. You know, I'm not against with working with people or anything like that, but I just want like-minded people around. My goal is to be, and I don't have to be the biggest by the world standards. My standards is I look back and be like, hey, you did things how you wanted to do it. They worked, some didn't, but you still went out and you went with what you felt was right. And
what's your daddy name? You sure you ain't my little brother?
I'm thinking the same thing, because you sound like him. He sound like you.
Well, see, that's the other goal of the network. What has occurred, which I've absolutely fallen in love with. What has occurred is, you like you said, you find your good ones, you find your bad ones. I've weeded out some people, but in that weeding process, I found you, and I found another person like you. And so the network is filled, for the most part. Probably got maybe one or two people that I still might have to pluck in the head or kick out, but for the most part, the network is filled with individuals like us. We have our own lanes. We're doing our own things, but we also committed to at least submitting a show once a week to this network, submitting programming, whatever it is that you committed to do, you committed to do it for this network and help us push it. So it's beautiful, because we're all on that. Everybody on the network grinds. Everybody on the network grinds. You can see them doing tons of other things, and we're pushing Grind City. So that's the mindset that I want to push on people.
Are they all like? Is it all like podcasters? Like on your network? Like what kind of content is it? Is it just all podcasters there?
No, some of them are podcasts. Some of them, like I have Sunday nights where we do on the Grind Theater, where I play independent film or plays, people who've done plays.
Okay.
Some of them are podcasters. Some of them actually have video shows. Some of them have just interview shows. A lot of them are podcasters, because that seems to be the thing right now. And I don't think, people really understand what podcasting is. They think this is a podcast. This is not a podcast. This is a show. It's a TV show. Podcast is radio. You put it in your ears, you pod, and you listen. But the internet will say, "Oh, it's a video, it's a podcast." That's what it's labeled as now. But for the most part, yes. The unique thing about Grind City TV is you can have the exact same show come from Houston and Illinois, and it'll be completely different just because of the area. The demographics is different. So I don't mind having a video show from New York and the chopped and screwed video show from Texas, because you're going to get different energies on these shows because of the area. So I want us to embrace what these different areas bring to this network. So it's pretty fun.
I like that. And see, I don't myself, I'm not a TV person. I never watch TV really. He is really like getting me into television, or I don't know. I'm a book person, I guess. Book
hey.
So
books are awesome. If you know how to read, I don't know how to read.
Well, yeah.
I know how to read. I don't comprehend it well. I'm a look at me, show me person. You show me how to do it, or if I see you do it, I can read all the words. What did that mean? I don't know, fam. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I use my jailhouse mentality to get it done.
So
I wrote a book though. I'm actually an author.
I have to go and see it, Grind City.
So how are you always looking for people for your brand that fit what you're doing, or is it more so coming off what you scout for?
Oh no, honey. If it came off from what I'd scout for, everybody be doing live stage performances and they wouldn't rap over their words. It would be a whole channel full of that. No, I love to see people be creative. I love to see people be passionate about, passion is the difference between doing something for money or not, period. That is the difference.
Yep.
So I want to see, I know what it's like to believe in something that no one else believes that you can do.
Yeah.
I know what that feeling is like. It's a horrible, horrible feeling. It's a lonely feeling. So if I can help, especially younger people with a dream, if I can help them not have to feel that loneliness because I built this network, then I did my job. This is to show us that we can do something together. There is power in numbers, right? So when we start thinking about the content, does your content look good? Does your content sound good? Yes. Can you get me your content consistently? Yes. Are you an asshole? Sometimes. Okay. So I'll deal with you when you're not an asshole. Most part, the hardest part about having a network is men taking direction from a woman.
That's what I was gonna ask.
That's the hardest part.
Okay.
But it's a learning network. Like if I see you do a show and I know a way to make it better, then I'm going to teach that to you because I know something. I've self-taught everything that I know. So if I know a way to help you, then I want all of the shows on the network to be dope. Every last one of them, I want them to be dope. So if you're new at podcasting or whatever, and there's a way for me to help you and you're willing to receive that lesson, then I'm going to teach it to you. But no, it's not about what I like. There are things on my, one day I turned it on, fucking Houston. I swear to goodness. I love Houston. I get most of my play from Houston, but I turned it on one night and the girls I'm married, right? I have a wife. Okay. But the girls is on there twisting and turning on each other. And I'm like, oh my God, this is on my channel. Oh my God. It's late night, right? It's late night, right? So it's an acceptable hour, but no, fuck no, I wouldn't put that. No, I'm not watching that. But somebody else is watching that, Facts. Right? So Facts. I put it on at a time that's acceptable for them to be watching. But it's also, the network's also infused with a video rotation playlist. So in between, there's a schedule for everything that I do on the website. So how this works is you have Grind City TV Roku, the Roku channel. You have grindcity.biz and you have Grind City TV, the mobile app. All three of those things play the exact same thing at the same time. So if you don't have a Roku channel, you can watch it on my website or you can watch it on my mobile app. Even when I go live, when I do my interviews, when I finally decide to dust off the cobwebs and interview people, I stream live to TV. It's all live. So when I built it like that, I wanted people to understand that this is not just some thing sitting out here. It's on every platform that you like to use. Right. So I want people to be comfortable watching it in all these different places. So that's how this works. But in the same note, I wanted to put stuff on television that we can enjoy intellectually, or we could just turn that damn thing on and let it play. If you turn Grind City TV on at 10 o'clock in the morning, you're going to hear smooth R&B music and you can just let that shit ride. You can clean your crib. The videos is playing. You might stop like, who video is that? But for the most part, you can just clean your crib. You can listen. It's like listening to music, but it's music videos. So there are different times in the day that play different things. At 12 o'clock, we have She TV. At 8 o'clock, we have reggae, and they're 2-hour intervals. And that from like midnight to like 6 in the morning, that's when we had that rated R shit, that hardcore rap shit, right? So I have those listed to play whenever we don't have a show program. So the complete schedule for Grind City TV Roku is on grindcity.biz. You can see it.
Okay. So how does one inquire, say they wanted to get on Grind City? How would they go about that process?
You gotta pay me. No, I'm kidding. I like goldfish, so if you bring me some goldfish, no, I'm kidding. I do like goldfish. Ask the question just like you did. Ask the question.
Mm.
I'm always looking for dope shows, period. I do want to get higher caliber. I wish I could get Joe Budden's show on our network. Why? Because if we take one of them so-called superstars and we surround them with our superstars, people are going to watch. So yes, I'm always looking for higher caliber shows. But my main goal is to see who's willing to put in the work to continue to improve their product, which is their show, and who's willing to push us. If you can't put my logo on your show, get out my face. If you can't say Grind City TV Network when you're talking about all the other stuff that you're doing, you're naming all these other people and hashtagging the world, fuck you, get out my face.
Facts.
Because when I started this network, I had 6 shows myself on there because I didn't have nobody. Yeah. Oh, I gets it on, bro. It's called Grind City for a reason. I gets it on. But as I began to include people and add people, I diminished my shows so we can have room on that server. So I'll be paying out my ass, take them shows off. So I'm always looking for dope content. I'm actually at the point now where I can say, yeah, I don't need you, bro. Nah, I'm good. But my goal is to, there's a couple future goals that I have, and one of them is to have a morning show and a newscast. So I want us to be television for us. And just it's entertainment television, and that's great. But I'm serious about media. And this is what people don't understand. Media influences everything. It influences everything. So I tell people, make commercials for your product. If you own a business, make commercials, get it to us so we can put it in our rotation and play you. And this is a really tough battle. It's tough to do this network. It's hard. I turn on my Roku TV and I'm next to ABC and CB. You know what I'm saying? Like, we compete with the big dogs, and I don't compete. What I do is build my own lane. All right. So we're building our own lane for people who are interested in watching what we're doing. But it could be so powerful if we could get our people to stop looking at what's big and start looking at what's real. So I'm always looking for the content that's real. It's based on real passion for what you love to do, and real topics. And I mean, we have some great fucking shows on this network, great shows. And I believe in them. So I'm going to push them. If people want to be a part of Grind City TV Network, first of all, go add the fucking channel. If you haven't added the channel, if you can't tell me anything about the channel, then you don't want to be a part of it. Because you haven't done your homework. You don't just jump on a dick, man. Because, I take my shit off and put it in the drawer. So you're just going to be sitting in the drawer after a while. So, you know what I mean? Like, so don't just go jump on the dick, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Go do some homework. You know what I'm saying? Respect me enough to know what the fuck you're talking about before you get to me. And I will have no problem answering any question. I don't mind questions at all, because that's how you gain knowledge. But if you just coming on fishing, don't come over here and go fishing, nigga. I eat fish a lot. I'll chop your head off and fry your ass up and put you on some potato bread with some Miracle Whip and a little bit of hot sauce, and let's go. So I'm very serious. Yeah, real shit. Like, I'm serious though, right? So it just gets to that point where now, my Roku channel, our Roku channel just turned 1 year old in March. And my studio just told 6 years old in March. So, the first 20 years, I can rest, I can rest those. I wrote a book. I put a documentary out about those first 20 years. So these next 20 years is about Grind City. You're not going to fuck with me when it comes to this. Facts. You're not going to fuck with me. You're going to come the way that I need you to come. I don't do ass kissing. I don't do brown nose. I'm very polite to people, but you're not going to fuck with me, period. So when these cats come and they're fishing, I don't play that. I don't even waste no time with that. But if you say, hey, how you doing? My name is such and such. I have this type of show. I wonder if you would take a look at it. I did check out your network. I see that you don't got nothing planned on Mondays. What's up with Mondays? Ask me something that lets me know, or give me an indication that you've paid attention to what the fuck I'm doing, instead of just trying to bandwagon. Because I don't do bandwagoners. I'm an asshole. I'm the nicest asshole that you're ever going to meet. I'm really nice. I'm nice.
I dig that. What are some of the lessons of being independent that you have to go through, and how did you overcome them?
Don't quit your day job or night job in our case. it takes a special type of person to not go put rims on their car because they need a better camera. It takes a special type of person to spend $100 on this little thing right here because you believe in branding. It takes a special type of person to say, I am going to do this with or without you. Love to do it with you. We'll do it without you. So having that mindset of knowing that I am willing to invest in myself, regardless if you are or not, it sets you on a different, it puts you on a different level, puts you on a different course of action, right? So I would say the lessons that I learned is, I learned very, very early in my career not to depend on anyone. You can't get anywhere dependent on people. Even when you pay them, you know, the people don't understand that. I did, my homeboy will hook me up and you'll be waiting for the rest of your fucking life. Because people don't know how to do good business. I like good business. I like fair business. I like good business. We don't have to be best friends. We don't even necessarily have to agree. What can I do for you? This is what you could do for me. How much? Let's make it happen. Let's do good business. So I learned very early in the game, not all people want to do good business. Some people are power players. They want power, right? You ain't get no fucking power over here, okay? It's not going to happen. So what kind of business can we do? We can't do no business. You want to control something that you did not build? Fuck away from me. Right? So I learned that very early in the game, and it put me on a whole crash course with my city because I don't play with them. It's my babies and I love them, but I don't play with them. You're not just going to step on me and use me. They did. They used me for a long time. And then when I started saying, okay, yeah, I'm worth something. All of a sudden I ain't shit. Really? Is that what y'all want to say? Okay, I can show you better than I could tell you. The other lesson that I learned, do not be afraid to expand your reach. Broaden your base. Broaden your base. There's nothing wrong with reaching out to somebody that's outside of where you are. People always talking this community shit, right? And I try to explain to people, the community is what you build that works with what you're doing. It doesn't mean it's where you're at. Let's be clear about that shit. Right. Like it takes a village to raise a child, but you don't send your child in the crackhead village that you live in. You go handpick that shit, right? So we have to start handpicking our communities. And sometimes those like-minded people don't live near you. So you have to learn how to communicate and keep those lines of communication open. I missed an appointment with my brother. I'm so sorry. This is what occurred. I apologize. Can we fix it? Can we make it up? Don't be afraid to apologize. Do not be afraid to admit that you're wrong. And don't be afraid to admit when you're right either. Don't just be, oh, I'm humble. I'm humble as fuck, but don't fuck with me.
Yeah.
Don't.
Absolutely.
Because I'm not going to allow you to, right? So, and I also learned, to all my young people, I tell them, document your existence. If you didn't document it, you didn't do it. Document it somehow. And I think that social media is definitely teaching us that, how to document what we're doing. Be mindful, be very mindful what you document, because you don't want anything that you documented to come back and bite you on your ass when you're just about to get that opportunity, because that's when it gets you. Karma's real. That's when it gets you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Indeed. So where can they reach you? Where can they find you? How do they get in contact with
you? At my mama house.
Okay.
No.
Down there with
my mom ain't no joke. You don't come knock on her door for shit. I ain't allowed to knock on her door. I gotta make an appointment. Mama, you can I see you today? You know, the easiest place to find me, I'm at Media Grind City on Twitter and Instagram. Facebook is Grind City, The Grind City. That's the page for Grind City Media. The easiest way to really, get at me, hit me with a text, 412-251-9620. But again, don't hit me if you ain't did no homework about what I do.
I am going to do homework.
I'm so proud.
I am.
I'm so
yes. Intrigued. This interview, like right now, is just so mind blowing for me, because I have things that I want to do. And
what you want to do? I'm an interviewer, so you lucky I start interviewing. I'm trying hard not to interview y'all, but what do you want to do? Yes.
My thing is this: like, I want my own show. I am going to start mine. It's coming really soon. But what I always felt about it is I wanted it to be on TV. I want to interview like our barbers, our hairstylists,
Yes.
our fashion
I
industry.
love it.
You
That's
saw-
what we
so
need.
I want like
Yes.
a talk show kind of like, and then I'm into hair, you know, so I have my own brand. Did I have to rebrand because, you know, I did my first business, it went kaput, you know,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I never, that's my baby. So I'm never like sleep on it. I always got ideas and I'm ready to bring
I
her
just got a
back.
recycler. That's our recycler.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. But recycled in a way where, you know, it's going to be incorporated into the show where I interview these people who inspire me in this industry. You know what I mean? And
Well, you make that show and I'm gonna put it on TV.
You see what I'm saying? So now I have to
Yes.
go do homework and,
Yes.
you know, I
Yeah,
will
you're talking to the
definitely
person
be
that can do
excited.
that. Yes. I
Okay.
you know, I totally believe in that. And those are the type, and I'm trying to encourage the people who bring me things to the network, because yeah, it's great that we can have the same shows from two different areas and they reflect something different. However, my good people, we need to think a little bit higher than just, you know, twerking and shaking our, we have entrepreneurs out there.
Yeah.
And those
yeah.
entrepreneurs are potential dollars for you. Learn how to make a commercial, put it in your show, because then go back and interview them or do advice for whichever way. This is all a business opportunity. I'm not charging cats right now. So if you're not going out there telling people, yo, we on TV, add this channel, and this is how much it costs to put your commercial in my show. And if you want more spins on Grind City, contact Not Your Ever CEO, K Bae. There's something wrong with you. But the mindset is what I'm pushing right now, because we're in a degraded mindset. Even though we believe we could do our shows individually, we still don't believe in collective group working, right? So it's pushing that mindset that we are a unit, y'all. When you see this Grind City anywhere, you see it on my arm, you see it on them tats, I'm talking about all of us.
Yeah.
I'm talking about me, I'm talking about all of us. Every time I say Grind City, I'm talking about everybody on that network. So you go make that show, because that's the show we need. It's not done yet. We need that show. So you go make it so I can put it on TV. And you will have exactly what you said you want. You want to do a show on TV? I'm the person that can put you there. He's the person that's going to film it. I'm the one that's going to put it on TV.
Okay. Okay.
I am so glad that you, because I remember we were supposed to have been linked up. You reached out and sent me a message, and I finally just said, you know what? I feel like I'm in this position to finally get back to her, because when you first did it, I felt like, nah, we ain't ready. We was having host issues and everything, but now it's like I am in this position. I'm ready. When you ready, let's make it happen. And we did that. And sometimes reaching out to people, you never know when them blessings come through your door, because I honestly was looking to do something bigger. And
Yeah.
when you reached out, and then another thing, I do research. You have one of my favorite podcasters over there on your network, the Hold a Husband podcast.
Oh, them guys. You know, I can't stand those motherfuckers. No.
And I gotta collab.
They say some shit though. I just be like, but they're awesome. They're amazing. They're awesome.
And I got a collab coming with them. So I was just like, all the stars are aligning with all of this stuff,
But
man.
you know what I love about those guys is, you know, they got 100,000 downloads on Podbean. They don't have to be on Grind City TV. They just don't have to be there. And that's what I mean by understanding your greatness in the lane that you're in, that knowing that if you come over here and be on this network and help this network, it's not going to diminish your shine at all.
Right.
They're awesome. Yeah, I reach out to people and I tell people, I'm not waiting on you, but I'll be here when you're ready. And I keep my word. I'm still here.
Yep.
You're ready.
Yep.
Let's go to work. So I don't wait for anybody. I don't chase people, but I'm going to continue to push and grind. What the difference is going to be is how long you wait to get to me and what you're going to have to pay in that wait.
That's true.
Ain't gonna be free forever. So
That's true.
I told you I'm fat and I like to eat goldfish. I got to buy my monthly supply of goldfish, and the motherfuckers ain't cheap, bro. I be getting a 99-cent bag. But
have you had the red hot sauce?
I can't. You know what? When I seen that, I was kind of pissed. I'm like, y'all doing too damn much. I don't like the extra blast ones. I just like the regular damn goldfish.
Oh, really? See, you gotta have some flavor. Yeah.
I
just bought the bag. So I haven't even
Are they
tasted
good?
it yet. I haven't tasted
Oh,
it
yeah.
yet, but I was
I'm
excited.
scared. I get heartburn easy. I'm scared. And I love red hot, but see, y'all young. When you get old like me, shit start affecting you differently. You drink water and get heartburn. How the fuck you get heartburn from drinking water? This is my life. Yeah, that's what happens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get old. You'll see. You will see.
All right. This last segment, because I know you're tired and I gotta.
Bro, I could do this. We talk about this here. I could do this shit for all day, bro. You'll understand. Like this is. I live and breathe this shit. I can't push it if I'm crying about being tired. Like I've been tired for 26 years. It ain't stopped me yet.
Okay, so how does your grind with your entertainment coincide with your grind in the marriage life?
My wife is awesome. That is the number. My wife is fucking awesome. And I say that not because she's on the other side of the door. She'll punch me in my neck if I don't, but she can't hear us. But no, I finally found you ever, and I'm sure you two get this, right? When you find someone that gets you, she's not into what I do, but if I need her to do something, I can teach her how to work that camera and she'll do it.
Fact.
But she gets me. She gets that I'm a Gemini and I got all these damn personalities and all of them need to stay busy because if one of them gets bored, it's a problem. She gets me. She fucking gets me. And when you get that person that gets you, you must treasure them. So I had to learn how to balance more my work in my marriage, right? Because I used to go hard. Like I'm answering my phone at 3:00 in the morning. I ain't on no shady shit. It's on. Oh yeah. What's up? You need to be in the studio. How many? I'm on my way. I'm gonna get this money. And what I had to learn was, yes, the money and everything is important. You need that to grow. But what's most important is someone having your motherfucking back like no one else has. And my wife has my back. So I can afford to not be in the studio at 3:00 in the morning. Because if I ain't got it, she got it. And we going to make sure we got it. Right. So she's taught me how to relax. I'm high energy, if you can't tell. If you can't tell, you didn't know. But I'm high energy, but I'm really, really intense. And my wife is really laid back. She's complete opposite. She'll kill you, but she's the complete opposite of me. Completely laid back, very, very just chills. Do what she got to and just chills. And I'm like, what? We always got to be doing something. Why are we doing something? We wasting time if we ain't doing something. You know? And she's like, chill out. So she's been able to effectively teach me how to chill the fuck out. If I took a day off, that was like a crime for me. Like I'm missing something. I'm supposed to be doing something. God only give you enough time. And you gotta. And she said, yeah, sometimes you have to rest. She makes me rest. She makes me. She knows. She just knows. She knows when I'm overloaded, and she gently tugs me away from it and makes me relax. And for that, I am internally grateful for her because I've never had anyone, and I have a child. My son will be 29. My son is 29. He'll be 30 this year. And I've never had, I'm old. I told you. I've never had anyone been able to take me away from my grind. My son was right here. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he had to share me with a city growing up. You dig what I'm saying? And I have a grandman now, and he's 2. And so I had to learn that I can't run like this. I got to put something in effect that can continue, right? So it can go. So Grind City TV's playing right now while I'm over here playing with my grandson. I'm over here chilling with my wife on the beach. And before I wouldn't allow myself to do that, right? So that's just learning the balance has made life a lot greater for me. Yes.
All right. Well, congratulations.
Oh yeah. You know, we
there's a song always in my head. So yeah.
We working on getting this material to you right now because I feel like what you're doing just fits me. The independency, the grind, the motivation, the hard work, the dedication, everything that you're doing it embodies what I want to do, what I want to.
You're already doing it, brother.
So
You're already doing it.
yeah.
Okay.
So
We're mirrors.
So
what do you want to do? So let's talk about you.
Me?
How did Bet the House get started?
Bet the House started because I like to talk shit.
I noticed that. Your Instagram page is off the chain.
I like to be able to be free and be myself. I didn't want to put on, I was on a previous podcast and I just felt like it didn't fit what I wanted to do. I didn't want to put on airs. I didn't want to start controversy. And if I did start controversy, it was going to be real life controversy. It wasn't going to be no made up shit. And Bet the House, it wasn't even supposed to be called Bet the House.
I was going to ask you, why is it called Bet the House?
It was going to be called I Said What I Said. That was going to be the name of the show.
Oh, okay. Right.
And then I told an idea to somebody and they took it.
Oh, yeah.
So Bet the House came from, I had a small music group and it was called Smash House. So when I thought like, man, if this don't work out, everything that I'm doing, I have to put this on my back. I have to put this on the house. So I just said, you know what? Bet the house. Because if it don't fail, I'm going to do everything I have to do in order to make all this work. So that is where it came from. And that's how I live life. I put my all into everything. I don't have ass. I don't halfway. I'm not over here while this is happening. No, we're focused on this. We're going to make this big. And then we're going to open up all these other little side projects, which is what we're doing now.
Yeah.
So that is the embodiment of me. I want to do what you're doing. Own media, own team, own independence. Can't,
Okay, so let's break down this team thing. I don't have a team. It's just me. Ain't no team in here. When you come here, you'll come here one day. When you come here, and when I stream, you're gonna be like, what the hell? I have this thing set up where I could literally work this whole thing by myself because again, I never allow myself to depend on nobody, man.
Yep.
Because they will show up late. Your sound guy ain't there. And until I can afford to pay, like really pay some much scrunchies to show up, I learned how to do it and taught myself how to do it. So when I set up this studio, everything, and I can run from that to do what I got to do to make sure my shows happen. So yeah, ain't no team here, but you don't want to do what I'm doing. You want to do what you want to do in the likeness of what I'm doing, because what I'm doing is what I'm doing, right? And a lot of people say, "Oh, Buttons, you doing this?" My other name is the Button Pusher. Yeah, that's my rap name.
Oh
yeah. So people call me that too. So if you hear me say Buttons, that's one of them personalities. But I try to tell people all the time, the reason why you're going to succeed is because of your uniqueness. Don't try to be like no fucking body. The fact that you are who you are is why you're going to succeed. It's why I'm succeeding. When everybody told me I couldn't, I never ever changed my style. Only thing I did was cut my locks. I used to have locks. Like my hair was long as hell. I would sit on it, and then when I fart, it go. Anywho, like I had long hair. I just cut my locks like about 6 months ago. Because I learned the lessons I've had. I had them for like 16 years, right?
I had locks for 14 years, and I swear it's like I still feel like I'm missing a part of me.
Well, I think that sometimes, and then I think about all of the energy I was carrying around. Every time you made love to somebody, that was still in your hair. Every time you hugged somebody, that was still in your. All the things that you went through 14 years, 16 years, is still in your hair. And all of it is not good. And when I found that,
absolutely.
Yeah, when I found that I wasn't growing, I felt like I was stagnant. And they gotta go. So I like this. I'm old, I got my gray hairs is popping. Y'all see them? I put some hairspray on my shit.
I love your hair.
Thank you. I love it too. Thank you. It fits my little round face. So yeah, you can't tell me and my grandman apart. But yeah, bro, like when you build your empire, one reason why I built the network is so that people can focus on what they were doing instead of having to build a TV network. I'm gonna build the network. You make the dopest show.
Thanks.
Right? So we have to allow ourselves to stay in our lanes. We are notorious. We are notorious for trying to do what everybody else is doing. I'm gonna take that lane too. I'm gonna take that lane too. And what happens is you really become overloaded, and it leads to a success failure rate that's unbalanced, right? So I said, well, I don't want to take anyone's lane. I'm a queen of building my own lane. They even wrote a book about it. I got a book on Amazon called The Building Process. Shameless plug. Go check it out. And also a documentary too. It's called The Button Pusher Who on Amazon. Check it out. Self-published, all that good stuff. But when I built this lane, I wanted to make it easier for us to be on television. So you don't have to worry about that part right now, because I'm gonna need to pass this down at some point. I'm old. So at some point, I'm not just looking to build with people. I'm looking to see who I can invest with and say, can you treasure my investment like I did? I ain't trying to sit here and program this goddamn thing forever. I'm old. So I need to build a team of people, a board, all that shit to pass it on to. Generational wealth. Pass it on to.
I know, and that makes so much sense. And I was just gonna ask, is your son? See, at first I thought you were talking about you got like a little son.
No,
You said you
I got a
29
grown ass man.
Yeah. So is he?
No, he's a grown ass man. So here's the thing with my son. Okay, so it's so weird. I used to do all my beats and stuff in the basement. I go to work, I do the mom thing, and then I'm in the basement. He turned 7. I told him keep a diary, keep a journal every year. I thought he wasn't listening. He gets about 20. Yeah, I was here. So he's about 22, 23 or something like that. And he's just having this hard time in life. And he said, he called me one day and he's like, Mom, I need to get in the booth. What? Oh my God, finally, dude. Finally. I'm excited as hell. Finally, my rap star. Because this dude showed absolutely no interest. He's the dopest cameraman. I taught him how to work the camera, and he was dope as hell at that. And then I started seeing titties and ass in my videos and shit. He's like, you're fired, buddy. But that was just his way of telling me, like, this is your thing, it ain't mine, right? Yeah. And I don't force things on my son. Then he called me and he said, I need to get in the booth. And I'm like, oh, thank God. So he comes in. I taught him how to record, because I'm not going to sit here and record you, bro. You hear, this is how you do it. I got to record messages, this is how you do it. And he makes his music. I made him a few music videos, and he got distressed off of him. And for real, that's what I built this for. I built it for him at some point to be able to use this as stress relief. At the end of the day, he did what I needed him to do. And now he understood why I built it, right? Yeah. Yeah, he has absolutely no interest in this shit. None. My son is just over there being a dad and working, and he's business minded. So he's always giving me business tips. And one thing he doesn't like, he watched how this city in particular, the men in this city treated me for years. He's the reason why I stopped doing shows, because he would see how these dudes thought they were going to disrespect me. Now we talking 16 to 17 at this time. He 15, 16, 17. He about to bust you in your fucking face. You know what I mean? So I had to stop throwing shows, because I didn't want my son to be the one that had the police call to my shows, and I never had police at my shows. That type of shit. He was starting to come into his own as a young man, and you can't treat my mom. This is my mom. She might be button pusher to y'all, but this is my mother, right? Right. So I had to turn that into something else. I had to do something else where it wouldn't put my son's life in danger, because when you get out here and you start fighting, you don't know what the outcome is going to be. And I didn't want him to be angry about what I was doing. He doesn't like to be in the spotlight. He just totally couldn't stand the fact that his mom was this public figure. He just didn't like it. He didn't like it at all. I put him on my music video. Like, I got music videos when he was younger, and he's standing there like, I like jump around, and he's like, like, he did not want to be there, totally not interested. So he loves the fact that I was able to accomplish a part of my dream, and he used me for that time. But other than leaving him the residuals of the money when I go, I probably will leave him recording equipment. Other than that, he's totally not interested. So I have to leave it to somebody. I built it, so I have to leave it to somebody. And it probably won't be, he'll be on your board of directors. He'll be someone that you would answer to, because he knows what I'm doing and he knows how to maneuver it, but he wouldn't run it. No, he's not that guy. And I'm not going to make him,
Yeah, absolutely. That makes sense. Very dope though.
I gotta say, man, this has been probably one of my favorite interviews.
Because I'm the shit.
Yeah.
We've done over 175 episodes, and I've met with a lot of people, so this has to be one of my favorite interviews. This last segment is called Final Thoughts. It could be whatever's on your mind, whatever you feel you want to say and put out there in the air. It's all up to you.
The floor is yours.
Oh, these feelings I need to put into perspective. Keeping my young alive, my only real objective. Cats telling lies, the only truth is deceptive. Want to be a part, but can't do that because evil seems to lurk in every part of your crew. Then you try to blame the evil on me. In the spotlight, nobody can see what you do behind scenes. Young folks don't got to see it. They feel it be. You might be able to fool the crowd, but you don't fool me. Cats can't deal with how well I do my thing. Y'all using other folks back for your tickets to fame. Look at your brain. Low is the next dude. Ain't even figured that half of the cats in your crew can't stand you. Your ignorance is on an all-time high. Anywho, yeah, I could rap.
Okay.
Facts.
Really what's on my mind, and this is just out to my people, like depression and suicide is real. I lost my little brother to suicide. Check on your folks. If you have an outlet, if you need an outlet, please use it and provide it. Provide it and use it. These babies are out here hurting. They're hurting. And we got to find a way to save them. My mission is to give them an outlet. So y'all my babies to me. Like you kind of look like if I showed you a picture of my son, you'd be a plumper version of my son, like for real. So y'all are my babies. And I've been teaching something called hip hop therapy for the last 20 years. And I used to go into like the detention centers and teach this. And it's so weird. Like earlier this month, I got off work 12 hours I did. And I go to the car wash to wash my car. And this young man gets out his car. And he's like, you don't remember me, but I remember. I was scared of shit like them. Are you going to whoop my ass here because I'm tired? All right. Like what the fuck's going on here? But hey, listen, I'm old and short and tired. Like maybe I cut you out when I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm sorry. Right. And he's like, no, you don't remember me, but I remember you. You came to Schumann Detention Center when I was in jail and you talked to us and you changed my life. That is what this is about.
Yes.
That is what this is about. Having an outlet that can change how a person feels about the reflection that they see. Mm-hmm. If you ain't using that for that, that's why I have a problem with a lot of these stores. Because these babies are looking at you as their reflection. You got to change that. You got to tell them it's all right to look at them. It's all right to cut your hair. It's all right to be short, fat, old, and love golfing. It's all right.
Absolutely.
It's all right. You're fine. As long as you commit to growing stronger and doing good. So to my good people, I tell you, please, please, please invest in your higher self. Invest in it. Invest in it. The biggest war that's going on right now is in the minds of men and women. So if we could just trust each other enough to say, you know what, you hurt my feelings. I don't need to kill you about it, but we definitely need to discuss it. If we can get to there, we can save our babies because we need them. And I'm so proud of you for having 9 children. Real shit. I clowned and joked about that. That is fucking marvelous because that gives us a fighting fucking chance. I got one. I put all my eggs in one basket and thank God he reproduced. You are out here building a whole squad. So like when y'all build the farm, I could get goldfish. Don't they grow gold? Do they grow gold? I don't know. Anywho, thank you for this opportunity for being on your platform. Yeah, I got no sense. It's gone. I appreciate you allowing me to be on your platform. Bet the house. Shout out to you and your whole team. And just remember how powerful you are, my good people. You're very, very powerful. And don't forget that. Always tap into your power. And you get me that show, young lady, so we can put it on TV.
That show.
Yes.
Thank you. Like I said before, this is hands down my favorite interview. I don't know. He told me he was gonna do this interview today, and he told me about you a little while ago, and I've just been interested. So now he told me about this interview today, and I knew I had to be there. Now I was sitting on the couch with one eyelash on, but then I had to remember, like, this is the interview. So I had to be here, and I'm so glad I was here to witness and hear and meet you. You're amazing, and I bet you're just the funnest person to work with.
Oh
The
no, I
funnest
suck.
person.
I fucking suck.
I love your energy.
Thank you.
Love it so much. So
It's different when
thank
I'm
you.
working
I
because
can
I'm anal.
imagine.
I'm anal, but when we get the
But that's
work
good.
done, then I'm back to be. I'm
Yes,
an extrovert and introvert actually. Like I'm really to myself. I spend a lot of time by myself. I got I'm a Gemini. I'm crazy.
I get
But
it.
thank
I
you.
get it.
My final thoughts is it's okay to work hard and put the work in. So many times people get complacent because they feel like they accomplished something. It's like being in that relationship. Once you get the person, it's like you feel like you don't have to work anymore.
You don't have to
You've
do work.
done it. You gotta, him, y'all did it. Cool, I can relax. No, the grind never stops. The grind never stops. You gotta work harder to keep it. You gotta work harder to keep something just as well as you worked hard to get it.
Yeah.
So
You gotta learn how to recycle that ass, bruh.
this is true.
You got to recycle that booty. Shit. It ain't easy. You got to put, red hot on it if you got to. Yes.
So I just want to thank you for coming through. This has been fun. Like I said, this is one of my favorite ones also. So definitely go ahead on and throw your information off for the people one more time where they can find you. And that's gonna close us out.
Word. Don't call my mama house. Hit me up at Media Grind City on Twitter and Instagram. Those are very, very quick ways to reach me. You can hit me at Facebook, Not Your Ever CEO, K Bae, or Grind, or The Grind City, or Grind City TV Global, which is the group on Facebook. We got over 5,000 members on that group. So hit us up and get down what we're doing. We're pushing this network. Please, please, please add our channel. Go to Roku. If you have a Roku TV or device, add us, Grind City TV Network, or watch us on grindcity.biz, or download the free mobile app available on Google Play, Grind City TV. I am Not Your Ever CEO, and this has been Bet the House.
And we gonna end it like that. All right, y'all. We'll catch y'all next time.